back to the second season of Dancing with the Odds. It's August 17th, 2024. We have a great episode planned to kick off the new season, guys. We're going to be discussing our new approach to the season and beyond. And today is all about college football futures for the 2024 season. But without further ado, I'm here with my fellow prop dads, Shaun Thompson.
Hello.
Aaron Patterson.
Yo.
What's up, guys?
Much.
Hey.
We are back.
So good to be back.
We are back.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Can't believe that we are already
croak.
No, we're still here. Still alive. Still kicking.
We are.
And we are going to renew our quest to $10,000.
Yes.
Hopefully. For this year.
Hopefully.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It is going to happen.
How far did we get last year?
So
What was our highest amount last
So I think I was looking, I had started a spreadsheet at one point, but then it really started going downhill.
Yeah.
I think we were around like $700 or $800 at one point, because first few weeks we were doing great.
Yeah, we were rolling the first 3 weeks, I think, and then it just...
Then reality
I
kicked us in the nuts.
remember like week 2, 3, we were all like, how?
This is
This
easy.
is easy.
It's easy.
It's not.
How hard can this
It's
be?
not.
Yeah. Ugh.
We're back. We're going to do it this year.
Yeah.
And hopefully, we've gotten better.
We have.
We've got the camera setups now, and we're publishing all of our video online, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun, and yeah, hopefully we're 10K
gonna be an
richer
exciting
by sometime this.
Yeah, $10,000. I mean, I think by mid-season we'll be there.
Yeah.
We'll get into that, how we're going to get there soon, but yeah.
Sounds
What
good.
was that?
No, I said then what do we do?
Well, then we go to 20.
We go to 20,
It's
yeah.
fine. I mean, you
20?
just keep adding.
Okay,
We can't stop.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
at
true.
that point, we're like celebrities, right?
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
That's true.
We got to get enough that we can build a studio
Yes.
to do this properly.
Yeah. So do we just do the GoFundMe now, or do we try to bet our way to a studio? I mean,
Let's try betting
we could
there,
do-
and then we can lose a lot of it.
We could do a little of
for our
both.
70 listeners, that
Yeah, you're 70. Let's go.
yeah, I mean, 10K each, we're there.
Yeah, done.
Done deal.
We'll have whatever we want.
Yeah.
So what are you guys drinking?
I have Cool by Evil Twin Brewing
Evil
from
Twin.
Brooklyn, New York.
Yes.
It's called, I thought of a cool name for this double IPA, and it just says cool. So,
Oh,
yeah,
double IPA?
good stuff. Good stuff.
I got the trusty Miller Lite.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm drinking a little Cooper's bourbon over here. I think you got a little taste of it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It was
Feel
good.
free to get more.
And also some Spotted Cow.
Yeah, I got some
Oh,
spotty cow
man.
too. It's
Pride
gone.
of New Glarus, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's delicious, and thank you for
Yeah.
bringing some back. And
I
Yeah,
legally
appreciate
smuggled
that.
it
Disclaimer.
smuggled it illegally.
yeah, well,
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
there it is.
But I bought it in
Oh,
Wisconsin.
I love doing it. That felt good.
Disclaimer. Does this feel good?
Yeah.
It's back.
It's back.
Feels like we're
It
back
is
now.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right, so here's how we're going to do it today. Kind of wanted to explain to our listeners. Last year, we mostly focused on football.
Yeah.
And then we kind of we're trying to figure out other sports and see, can we do a little
Did some
basketball?
stuff.
Didn't really work great, so we decided this offseason that this podcast is all about football. Now, we might still talk about some fun bets. On
I
the
am
side.
going to miss the Belgian.
You can still do
Soccer,
the Belgian
absolutely.
USG.
Yeah.
I still get
Well,
USG updates on my phone because
we're
of
gonna
that.
we're gonna get like towards conference championship time, and it's gonna
Right.
be slow. And
Yeah.
we can talk about basketball.
We can still talk about it, but our primary
USG.
goal is to use college football and NFL football to build our
Yeah.
bankroll. That is what we're going to be doing, right?
Love it.
It's just easier with football. It's weekly format. It's easy to plan for, and who the hell doesn't love football, right? So, yeah.
Just so you know, Belgian soccer fighting season. Just
Okay, so there you go.
Games are
so
starting.
I expect you to come up with some bets. Are we gonna keep riding with USG? Or are we going with a different
Yes,
team?
I don't know.
I mean, they did pretty well for us last year. whenever
I did not follow up on the outcome of the season last year, but I'll have to delve
Or
into
the
that.
off season. There
Yeah.
could have been some major shakeups in the off
Yeah,
season.
maybe, I don't know.
Could have been.
I did not keep up with my Belgian soccer.
It's
So.
wild over there.
My
It's
bad.
wild.
Yeah.
So, but we are kind of burying the lead. We mentioned it, but we are still on a quest for 10K.
Yes.
Right, that is the goal here. We got to get there. Shaun, you want to provide some math on how we're going to get there?
I will try. So the goal is, I think, to double every week. And so at a minimum, we need a parlay of some type with at least plus 100 per week. And
So that's not crazy. If we could
not
keep it to
horrible.
plus 100, we're
Yeah.
not.
Simple.
And I
We
think
definitely did worse last
we
year.
definitely were very greedy last year.
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
partly to blame because I was like, well, you know.
It's like 70%. Right.
Yeah. And so
You're very motivational, so
I
we
am,
followed
yeah.
you.
So
Yeah.
like, this has
It felt
to win.
good.
Yeah, it feels right. And so we were definitely trying a lot last year, and it just didn't play out. But I think we got to try to stay away from the plus 300-400 parlays.
I would agree.
And I think if we
got us in trouble.
Yeah, I think if we stick in the plus 100, plus 200 range, I think most of those have a fairly good chance of hitting. It's about 50%.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a coin flip, I think that's doable. So
I mean, unless
we're just
No,
something really, really sexy that we want to go after, then
it's gonna happen.
Well, maybe when we see the sexy things,
right.
we do a little side bet on that or something just to keep our main bankroll on our plan,
right,
and then keep some off to the side.
And if we win something on the side, it's just extra money.
Yeah,
extra money
back into the pot.
Yep.
Now we all got to keep each other accountable for that, because a week from now we're gonna be like, let's all go in Notre Dame. What else?
Notre Dame.
Yeah. I was thinking something ridiculous, and that's
like against them.
Right.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
I agree. Sorry, Nick, but gross.
Yeah, your team sucks.
Yep. Okay.
If you're listening.
Yeah.
He might be, hopefully.
I hope so. He probably is. He's very supportive.
Hot German mustard.
Hot German mustard.
Yeah.
We got some supportive. Yeah. All right. So
You better share some stuff if we're giving him a shout out. Like, just
ride in the Porsche.
blow your feet up.
Ride in the Porsche, maybe, or let us drive it.
Well, I'm thinking like social media type, like just share the shit out of everything for us.
That'd be great.
That's all we ask.
Here's something I can say right now. Some of you might be noticing we're on video.
Yes.
This is something we are trying to do a little more of. Really trying to push some more video content. That's what people asked a lot about last year. Is, hey, why aren't you on YouTube? So we have a YouTube channel.
Tens and tens of people.
Tens of people.
And that could be the other goal. It's not only 10K, but can we get to 1K viewership this year?
Let's do it. I love that. I like it. Write it down. That's now a goal.
10K for 1K?
And if we do, what are we going to do? Are we going to do a
10K
TikTok dance? Are we going to... We got to...
God, do we make the dance, our girls create a TikTok...
I like it.
Dance for us.
Choreograph the dance for us.
So if we get to either 10K on winnings or 1,000 viewers or subscribers on YouTube,
then we have to do a dance. I like it. At their choosing.
Yes.
At their choosing. Okay.
Yeah. They have to coach us though.
We're gonna need some help.
We're gonna record it.
It's gonna be horrible.
Yeah. Luckily, they are dancers.
Yeah.
So
they are. Yeah. They know what they're doing. I like that. That's good, Shaun. Good stuff. So if you're watching now, look down in the right-hand corner of the video and hit the subscribe button.
If you want
that would be wonderful.
Dance.
It's gonna be amazing.
We know you do. Who doesn't want to see this moving around?
Let's do this.
Oh. It's gonna be ugly. Yeah.
Amazing.
So
that went like that was not in the script at all, and I love it.
Yeah. It was great. Hopefully, it's actually recording right now.
Yeah,
it is.
And we can hear ourselves.
Yeah, we can hear ourselves.
Yeah.
Here, let me.
We'll just do it again. I have plenty of whiskey, so we can do this 3 or 4 times tonight if you want.
The chuckle.
Yep.
There it is.
But if we win, that's 10K.
As the dollars.
Boom.
Yep, that it. Yep.
So this week, we are not in the season yet. No. So week 0 of college football is actually next week. So we thought this would be a great time to have an episode about some of the college future bets that are out there.
Yeah.
That maybe we like. So we're just going to do like we normally do and kind of round robin it. Things I'd like to go over and just kind of see what you guys are thinking about, your college football playoff champion. Who are you guys thinking there? And maybe conference champions. And we're not going to go through every conference. No one wants to hear that. But if you guys have 1 or 2 conference champs that you're looking at.
About the SWAC, though.
Yeah, I figured. And, it's up to you, whichever conference you want. And then maybe we can pick 1 or 2 teams where we're looking at over-under bets. One thing I didn't even think about. If you have someone for the Heisman, go ahead and throw it out there.
Ooh, I did have like a bold prediction for that.
Oh.
That was one thing.
Always going to be time for bold predictions,
yeah.
So we'll definitely do that as well. So
Heisman, I haven't even thought about it. So
either one of you ready to discuss anything like that?
Well, I'm going to go for my national champion this year.
Mm-hmm.
Newcomer to the Big Ten.
Ooh,
Oregon.
Okay. Yep.
The Big O, I think, is going to pull it off.
You think they're going to be able to adjust to the Big Ten?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Nebraska didn't.
They're good.
They're going to do.
I know that Washington beat them last year, and that got them into the playoff. But I think Oregon is a better team.
Damn
And
it.
they have a stud quarterback transferring in to replace Bo Nix with Dylan Gabriel. Their coach, I think they're just going to run roughshod, not through the Big Ten. So I think there's going to be a giant adjustment for all of these teams that kind of run those kinds of offenses. But and it's going to be a different atmosphere than a lot of the places that they played in the Pac-12. But I think they're going to compete. I think they're going to be in the conference championship game, and I think they're going to be in the playoff, and I think they'll win the national championship.
The thing that they've got is that they played in big games before, so those crowds that the Big Ten traditionally has,
and Autzen,
might not be
and
big.
Autzen in Eugene is one of the loudest stadiums in college football.
And have you
definitely
ever listened to anything that Dan Lanning, like his pregame stuff?
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't like Oregon.
He was an assistant coach at ASU, and Todd Graham let him go. It's
right.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's
Nothing
my pick. I think.
Okay, I'm not going to talk anymore about wanting to run.
They're the third highest odds for the national championship behind Georgia and Ohio State. I will never, ever, ever, ever in my life ever root for the godforsaken Ohio State University to win.
You don't have to root for them.
Well, no,
it's about winning money.
No. I don't care. I'd rather lose money than watch those assholes.
I just wanted to make sure.
So.
I'd rather throw $1,000 down my toilet than watch those assholes win the national championship ever
Just
again.
listening to them spell Ohio over and over, it's like, cool.
You get
Your state's 4 letters, and 2
yeah.
of them are the same. Anyway.
OH?
Fuck up.
So, Oregon's my pick for the national.
I love it. No, that's good. That's exciting. How about you,
Ooh.
Aaron?
I like, for the national champion, I like Georgia.
It's hard to root. It's hard to pick against them.
Yeah, they're strong.
They've been an incredible team for the last
Decade.
easy.
Yep.
So I would go the easy route on that one and go with Georgia just to be safe.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be somebody that knocks them off because it's any given.
A lot of times the early
Monday,
season
whenever.
favorite. Yeah.
But I would go Georgia, the easy route.
That's what I picked, and they're depending on the sport book, they're plus 250 or plus 300, which is pretty good for the best odds for a champion. So I kind of like that. All the same reasons.
There's so much talent, is there?
Incredible talent that they have out there, and I don't see anybody beating them, but I really like that Oregon pick.
Yeah.
Just because I've always kind of, even though they were Pac-12 with ASU, you just kind of always liked Oregon. They're just fun. There's always been a fun offense, and they have all the cool, uniforms or whatever, which I realize are polarizing. I like them. What's that?
Fast offense.
Super fast, right?
And
if you get
pretty
ahead,
good
if you
defense.
break off to a huge lead, they're going to be impossible to catch.
Oh, yeah.
So they're just one of those teams.
That was kind of their shtick last year. Their offense was just almost unstoppable.
Yeah.
And so they would be in shootouts, but
they had a decent defense.
Yeah,
right.
It was okay. And so I think that's what a lot of these Pac-12 teams coming into the Big Ten are going to realize. It's like, you have to be a solid all-around team. It's not like the Big 12 where they're airing it out, so everyone's scoring 50, 60 points a game, and, it's a touchdown difference, and it's a 60 to 53 game. These are going to be knockdown dragouts, and it's going to be won at the line of scrimmage. And I think that's where something that Nebraska didn't realize when they came into the Big Ten. It's like, we're in the Big 12, we're going to run roughshod. No.
Well, and
it's not been the case.
So then that would be kind of, I like the Oregon thing, but the counter for me to that would be Oregon plays in big games, right? They've done it for the last 10 years.
They have, yeah.
They've got a great crowd.
Yeah. They went into Columbus last year and won. They've beaten Ohio State. They've been there. They've done it.
Are they going to be able to go to Wisconsin in
I think so.
November when it's cold as shit?
Right.
Or Lincoln
right
late in the year when it's cold as shit?
Yeah.
Like, that's not saying this year, but moving
It'll
forward.
be interesting to see for sure. So
that's going to be something.
There's going to be some awesome games this year.
Just like USC or UCLA coming to Madison or even to Lincoln, Nebraska to play a game in November.
Amazing.
Like, they're gonna this is going to be totally different. That's not what they
Why is this weather feel like this? What is happening?
And it shouldn't affect it a bunch, but sometimes that's just enough.
It's just enough to give you the edge. Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
Great stuff. Okay.
I'm ready for the fucking year.
I know, man. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So conference champions. What are you guys thinking?
Well, I'm sticking with Oregon for the Big Ten. So I think
okay. Yeah, you kind of said that on your last one.
I think they're going to win the Big Ten, and I'm going to kind of go dark horse in the Big 12. So I'm going to go Oklahoma State winning the Big 12.
Oh, damn.
Sorry.
No. We have no shot.
Yeah. So like I'm really hoping that the former quarterback from Gretna gets a chance this year.
Have you read anything about that? What he's doing? I have not.
It sounds like he's close.
Okay.
But it's not quite there yet. And so
they used like 3 quarterbacks last year. So.
And so from what I read, Gundy likes, he's big guy, he's fast, he's got a great arm, very smart. So I'm hoping that he's going to see some playing time this year.
Yeah.
But, it's a total dark horse. I mean, Utah's the favorite to win the conference itself, but you never know. I mean, stranger things have happened. Gundy's a good coach. He always puts out a pretty solid team.
He is a man.
Yeah, and he might be 50 now. I can't remember how long.
That had to have been at least 10 years ago. So yeah,
40 years old.
Yeah,
man,
I'm 40.
I'm 40. I'm a man.
I think he had a mullet and everything.
Oh yeah,
he probably still.
I think he still has it.
He might.
Kentucky waterfall is in place.
Yeah. So I'm going Okie State plus 800.
I like it.
So.
Plus 800 now. See,
that is. Yeah.
That's something to look at, right?
Yeah.
What's the value of the pick?
Plus 280. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's
not bad.
That conference is up in the air.
It is.
It really is.
It's just such
nobody knows what's the
no one knows what's going to happen.
That's why it's going to be fun.
Right.
And that's why I'm thinking ASU steals a couple.
Watch Iowa State ends up winning it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
They've been solid.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
The last, how long's he been there?
Well, no.
5-6 years?
Fuck Iowa State, because those assholes.
I know, they screwed us.
Last year.
They screwed us.
They did. They
did. Fighting Frank Solich's. I can't
Well,
forget
it was
it.
Frank Solich's last.
Forgot about that. That's amazing.
You just can't do it, man.
I think we're back, guys.
I think we're back. This is fucking fantastic.
But then UCF is there too. Like, there's a lot of talent down. I don't know what they've got going on, scheme wise or anything like that.
Because is it still Heupel coaching down there?
I think so.
Is it?
Not sure.
Yeah.
But that feels like a team that could sneak up on some people because all that talent.
Right. Yeah, and it's easy to
never
recruit
know.
to Orlando. I mean,
Yeah. No kidding.
Frost did it for a couple of years.
Yep. Worked out for him.
That's the only thing.
Even though I'm not giving him credit for that year. Fuck him.
That guy.
So what are you thinking for conference then?
So I'm gonna go ACC or not really ACC. It's like the CC because
it's coastal
conferences.
Yeah,
But
that's what they should call
the
it.
coastal elites.
Yeah, that's just
Bastards.
I like NC State.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're a plus 600.
Yeah.
They've had several good years, and I think they're going to come out from. You got Florida State at plus 290, Clemson plus 360, and then Miami at plus 400, and then right behind that is NC State.
Miami
Plus
isn't going to be any good though, because
no, I don't think so. NC State has been like the last 3 years. NC State,
They're right there.
really good.
Yeah.
They're just like a turnover or a fumble.
And you got to remember, right? This is we're not that this has anything to do with the conference, but we're entering a 12-team playoff this year.
Yeah,
that's true.
Opens it up to those kind of teams that just top
Just
10, but not good enough for the old BCS playoff.
Go on a heater into it. I saw that and I thought NC State looked pretty good. And then another one that I kind of liked was they're a favorite, but Boise State, Mountain West.
Yeah. Oh, the ugly blue field.
Yeah.
God.
Minus 125 right now, but who do they have? Who are they?
Yeah.
UNLV.
Just because it might be an easy bet.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
UNLV is the next best at plus 500.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
So I think Boise State might run away with
because Fresno
Mountain
State,
West.
we kind of hitched our.
Didn't they lose some teams from the Mountain West to go elsewhere with the alignment?
Could have. I don't know. It's totally possible.
I don't have it all down right now. There's so much movement.
It's hard to keep track of what the hell everything
is. Wyoming still?
The 6 teams that they've got, you got Boise State's minus 125, you got UNLV at plus 500, Fresno State at plus 550, Air Force at plus 1,400.
Homer bet. Let's go.
Colorado State at plus 1,600 and Wyoming at plus 1,800. Craig Bowles retired.
Yeah.
So
all they have is elevation. That's the only. That's all they got. Oh, please run out of here. Please run out of here.
Boise State in the Mountain West.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah.
I like it. That's awesome. Yeah, it's not necessarily like.
It's not sexy.
It's not sexy, but you're probably going to make a few bucks if you put more. Minus 125 isn't awful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, my champions are not surprising at all, right? So I went after Big 12. Obviously, I've been paying a lot of attention to Big 12. It is not Arizona State. If they want, I would happily lose all my money for them to win it, but they're not going to win the conference this year. But it's going to be Utah. That's probably where you said it was, what did you see it at? Plus 250? I saw it from plus 270 all the way to plus 350, depending on the sports book. But I have a feeling that thing's going to shrink as we get closer to the season. I just think Whittingham wins. Mm-hmm. He's won 2 straight Pac-12 championships before moving over, and their defense is always just a brick wall. Right. They're tough, they're physical. They just get it done. I think they come in as the new team, one of the new teams, and they just win the conference. And then I had Ohio State on there. That's not a sexy pick either. I kind of feel the same way about the Boise State thing. Especially with the whole Michigan thing. Michigan is not repeating this year.
No.
And finally, because that's the only thing that's been getting in Ryan Day's way. Yeah. Well, mostly. Oregon is the new new hurdle for them, but I think they get it down at plus 125. That's a decent return. So that's kind of where I see it. But again, I'd love to lose that money because I too fucking hate the Buckeyes. Yeah. They can all die in a ditch for as much as I care. So anyway, so cool. So there we go. So we got that. We've said it. It's recorded. We'll see where we end up at the end. But now kind of one of my favorite ones. I'd like to talk a little over-under on win totals.
Okay.
Have you guys had a chance to look at any? I think you have one ready to go in the chamber.
Yeah, I'm dousing myself in Kool-aid.
Would that be Rule-Aid?
Rule-Aid. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't make that.
Oh, yeah.
So I think the over-under on Nebraska was 7.5, if I remember.
Yep, 7.5, yeah.
I think they're going to win their first 7 games to start the season. I think they're going to start 7-0. They're going to lose to Ohio State.
Is that their 8th game?
That's right.
Okay, yeah.
And then it's in Ohio State.
Yeah, Big Ten.
Yeah, it's in Columbus. Yeah. And then they go to UCLA. Then UCLA at home. I think they beat UCLA at home. They go to SC and play, and I think they lose to SC. And then Wisconsin, Iowa.
Oof.
And I see them going 10-2. And
that would be.
You're laughing.
No. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at something that I'm looking at right now.
But it's,
that made me laugh, and I will get to that here.
Yeah, I was just looking at the schedule. I'm like, those first 7 games are totally winnable.
Totally winnable. Yeah.
If they cut back on the mistakes, they cut back on all the stupid crap that they've done that have lost them games for the past half a decade. They're going to be in these games. I think they're going to give Ohio State a hell of a game. Now, the big question marks are their freshman quarterback. How is he going to
adjust to just an experience thing? Well,
but they were in games last year with crap, not the greatest. And Harvard did a great job, but he's kind of he's a running quarterback.
He's a running quarterback.
If you take the run away from him, they were kind of one-dimensional, unfortunately. Yeah. So Raiola gives them more of a balanced attack, I think. He's got good weapons around him.
And if they can build a plan around Raiola.
Right.
Well, and you already said it, the schedule is favorable to them, so that might help him. Right. You know what I mean?
And having that favorable schedule. The best part about it is they've got a deep defense coming back. That's that is the thing that points towards.
And that's what helped them out and kept them in games.
Yeah. Right.
And so they cut back on the mistakes, they cut back on the turnovers, which is a big if, I know. But they do those things, they're going to start winning games. Yeah. And winning's contagious. And they get on that roll, and they're like, oh, this is what it feels like. This is what we
And that's kind of the thing that Rule has been preaching to them in the videos that I've seen so far. Like, you can't keep going out there and doing these same things.
Mm-hmm. Right. So
you keep hearing that. And
so I think they get over the 7.5. I think they get at least 8 wins. Now 10 might be quite lofty. It's honestly it might be.
I just want them to get to 6. I want to see them.
As long as you do a bowl game, I think it's successful.
Correct. But I like it. It's a good argument, and a lot of our listeners are going to love everything you just said.
Right. But their first 7 games, they play
tens of them.
Most of them are at home. I think
tens of them.
Yeah, the tens of them. Hopefully thousands by the end of the year. But
correct.
The fact of the matter is they have a shitload of home games. Mm-hmm. And there's no reason they shouldn't be winning all those games in Lincoln. There's no reason whatsoever.
So much experience right now.
Right.
There is obviously Raiola is going to be the exception to that, but he's got so many upperclassmen around him that he should be able to feed from that.
Yeah.
If you can sling it, let's go.
Yep. So that's I love it. It's kind of a bold prediction too. I think they win 10 games this year. That's just me. So, and I'm not the biggest Husker fan ever, but I think they win 10 games this year.
I'd love to see that. Yeah. I'd love to see it. And like I said, I just feel, if the weakness is inexperience at quarterback, then the schedule helps.
Yeah.
Because get him some experience, and then the first real big game isn't until week 8 or game 8, I should say. Then that's great.
That's going to be a huge game.
And that's fine,
With a solid defense.
Right.
And a good defensive coordinator. Yeah. Everything's adding up to be a good season. Watch, they're going to only win 4.
They'll be 1-6 going into.
But losing one of their starting tackles with Prochaska going down was huge. That's a big.
But the backup
he's not bad either. So
gigantic and
Corcoran or something. He's got experience. So it's not like we're throwing a red shirt or true freshman into that spot. Right. There's a lot of
talking ourselves into a lot of stuff over here.
So again,
I like it. I like it. Wait till I talk about ASU. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I hope they win.
I feel they're at least going to get 6.
Yeah.
We're going to go we're going to watch
going bowling
in a fucking bowl
game.
Going
bowling. 2016 season.
And Duke's Mayo Bowl. I don't know.
15.
I think it was 16 because I moved back here in 2016. And I've been here to watch a bowl game.
Okay. Because I remember.
So that had to be it. It had to be.
I was still in Marion. I was in Eastern Iowa. So.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Oof.
Yeah, I was still a resident then. So, yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Holy shit.
It's almost a decade ago. That's a long time.
That's crazy. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah. It'll be 9, actually, if they make a bowl game. So it'll be 2025. Or maybe, hopefully it's 2025 when they play a bowl game.
Fingers crossed.
Do they make the playoff? Holy shit.
Okay, whoa. Let's episode 1. Let's reel it in. Shaun.
Does it tend
all the first
win on Nebraska getting into the playoff? Let's go.
The future has changed. National champion Nebraska Cornhuskers. You got any other win total over
on that shit? No, that's all I got.
Astronomical is what. Put a buck on it.
There's our 10 grand.
Yep. Yeah. We won. What about you, Aaron?
So I'm going to stick with the Big Ten. And I like Maryland under 6.5. There's nothing to There's nothing to like with them.
What is the over-under?
They're at 6.5.
6.5. Ugh.
And with everybody that's coming in, I don't know. I didn't look at their schedule.
What does Vegas know?
QB?
No, I think he went to the NFL.
Okay.
Undrafted, but he's gone.
Tua's brother.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to say it. Yeah.
Tagovailoa.
Good job. He did it. Tagovailoa. Oh, hey.
Yeah. I don't see. Yeah, Maryland.
That's funny.
Under 6.5.
Yeah. I feel like they fucked us last year at some point.
They did.
Maryland.
They absolutely did. Because they were playing good.
At some point. I think every team in college football.
Except for Florida State. I feel like was always our go-to.
For us.
It's all you assholes.
Yeah.
The thing that I was laughing about, though, sticking in the Big Ten, is Iowa's over-under wins at 8.5.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Right?
They're going to punt their way to 9 wins?
That's why I started fucking laughing. I looked at that, and I'm hammering.
Did they figure out how to move the ball or something? No. What did they win last year? How many wins did they have last year?
They won like 8 or 9 games.
Yeah, they had a good defense, but they lost some players.
They're going to have a good defense.
They could score 10 points and win. Yeah.
That could be a similar.
And we need it
is funny. I would not put money over, but I would not be surprised.
Over.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised if they won 9 games.
Right.
Because using the same model.
Yeah.
They're just ground pound and scored 9 points and give up 7. Ooh, we won again. Yeah. Cancer kids are happy, I mean,
Oh man.
Yeah, we're horrible.
But yeah,
but nothing against the kids, but
No.
fuck Iowa.
I like the kids, but
True.
Yeah, they're
you
awesome.
gotta have
But
those assholes
yeah,
wait for
yeah.
them.
God,
Yeah,
they probably won an offense. I'll stop.
I would bet the under on that 8.5 though. Like I could see them being at like 7, 8. I don't know that they would.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I if I had to bet, I'd go on.
I would definitely not do the.
I would
under.
not. I don't even. I would just want to stay away from that bet. Like I don't even want.
Well, yeah, the under 8.5 is minus 188.
I mean, it's not great.
No,
I just don't like any of it.
I just maybe.
I mean, if I had to bet, yeah.
Maybe I just don't like Iowa, and I'm like minus 188.
No, it's not a maybe. It's fine. That's good. It's one of the reasons
under
we're friends.
8.5. Like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, I'm putting $20 on that.
For under?
Just to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will say though, for the Nebraska, I think their unders have come in every year for like the past 6 years. So we got to buck the trend at some point, right?
Yeah,
So
we're
this is
due.
the year.
We're due.
There we go.
and same with Iowa. Like they've probably been
Yeah,
over
they've been over every
Yeah.
year for a number of years now, and so it's
this
just,
is the year that's
yeah.
gonna
the
change
trend's
for
going to
them.
break at some
We're
point in
gonna-
time. So
Do the flip with Iowa and Nebraska.
hopefully that'd be great.
Knock on wood.
Yeah,
It's happening this year. It's happening.
yeah. I can't find odds though for like, for just making the playoff. Is there odds just? for
Oh,
making
that's
the
a good
playoff?
question. I did not look into that.
Yeah. I haven't seen it.
Someone's gotta be
But
placing
Nebraska
odds.
currently, so on FanDuel, if you want your best bang for your buck, it's plus 30,000 for Nebraska to win the national championship, not to be in the playoff.
Put
To
a buck
win.
on that. We're gonna triple our.
Yeah, it's $3,000.
We got our studio.
Studio.
There you go.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah.
I
just gotta figure out
they're
where we're
not
gonna build
winning
it.
the national championship.
I still
That
keep
is not
thinking,
happening.
what if we bought one of those sheds, like the tough sheds, and then just put it out in the backyard? But I think we have don't we have rules, HOA rules, where we can't have it? God,
Yeah.
stupid. Do you? You probably do too. You know?
We could rent out a storage shed.
Okay, I totally had that thought recently because a lot of
But we
those
don't have
storage,
power to it.
a lot of those
Do you?
storage sheds have power in them,
Oh.
or they're just on the outside. So we're just like storing
studio.
foam.
Oh yeah,
What?
the garage at the studio.
Yeah, but would they let us soundproof and stuff? That's the problem. That's where
Yeah,
we
we
might
have
as well just do it here, right?
And stuff.
Hey, listeners, you got any ideas how to do a cheap studio somewhere?
Yeah,
let us know. We're trying to think of ways where we can do this. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you mine. So for over-unders, I went with two different ones. So Colorado, their over-under is 5.5 wins. What are you looking at over there?
Rutgers regular season wins over under 6.5.
Oh.
Under.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. They had that couple flash in the pan seasons, but no, I'd go under
Yeah,
that.
just like Rutgers at 6.5. Really?
So anyways, I'm going after Colorado.
I'll quit looking.
It's my turn, Aaron. Jeez, let me go. I'm gonna go under on the 5.5 wins. I don't see it. I do not see them winning 6 games. Buffalo suck. Colorado.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
Their schedule is not easy. So I'm gonna read you off their first 6 games, right? Or their first whatever. I'm gonna read the beginning of the schedule. I didn't even count it. Nebraska, UCF, K-State, Arizona, Texas Tech, Utah, KU, Oklahoma State. They're not winning any of those fucking games. They're gonna be underdogs in every single one of them.
Yep.
Right? They're not getting there.
They should be.
And it's gonna be awesome. They're
KU is gonna fucking lie.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not a bad
Right now,
football.
K-State is ranked, Arizona's ranked, Utah's ranked, KU's ranked. Oklahoma, 5 of those are ranked teams.
Right.
Colorado's not going to be ranked this year.
KU was good last year.
Yeah.
Leopold is a good coach.
Yes.
He is
Yes.
going to take Sanders.
Almost sounds weird
Would
saying
shit.
that now. 'cause
I know.
Forever they didn't even have a football program.
Mangino. Yeah, he led them to a few good
Well,
Yeah.
it was both Mizzou and Kansas
Yeah.
were good. That was really like I think they were 1-2 for at one point, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So 'cause they had who's the quarterback from Missouri at the time? He was playing in the pros for a while.
Was it Daniel? Chase Daniel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Chase Daniel. Yeah, he's good.
So
They have a bad O-line. They have a bad D-line.
It's Chase Daniel.
You don't win with bad line play. So last year they lost their last 6 games and they lost 8 of their last 9 games. And their line hasn't improved at all. In the
They were
offseason.
not good.
They were not good. They were not good. They started off hot.
They had an unknown offense.
Yep.
and
everyone figured him out.
Yep.
Right.
So the other one I'm going to do, I'm going to be a huge homer. I'm wearing all my maroon and gold today. So Arizona State.
That was a soccer team.
Oh, close enough. We score about as much as a soccer team the last year, but we're still reeling from the Herm Edwards debacle, where that motherfucker got away with everything and ruined our program for several years. But I love everything Kenny Dillingham's doing out there. He never stops working, never stops recruiting. The guy's like a crazy person. He loves the program. He's also a Sun Devil, right? He went there, but he was 3-9 last year, but he had a lot of teams on the ropes. We were talking about it earlier, including Washington. They almost beat Washington. They lost at the very end on a controversial, I'll say, at least the Sun Devils, pass interference call. Ultimately led to the Huskies winning, but really went after some key offensive players in this offseason. I'm not going to go through it because you guys don't care, but really good transfer class. And I really think that the offense is going to improve. Now, there is one thing that you Nebraska fans probably already know. They have Jeff Sims on the roster. I do not think he is going to win the starting job just based off everything in camp. He seems like the number 2 guy.
Right.
But it scares the shit out of me that he's there.
If he figured out the fumbling turnover thing.
And that's just it. So
he's going to be great.
He's a good player.
Everything I'm hearing out of scrimmage is he makes amazing plays.
Yeah.
He got a great arm, and he turns the ball over too much. So it's still happening, right? So hopefully he's not getting it. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. But I think they're going to surprise some people. They had a great defense last year. They've improved the defense in the offseason, and I think that's going to really be key this year. I can see them winning 5 or 6 games this year. So I would take the over on that. And yes, total fucking homer pick.
Right?
4.5 was the over under. So I can see him doing it. You know,
it's hard to say. If
they get to 6 and go to a bowl game, I'm getting drunk. It's going to be amazing. You know,
right.
We might all be.
Yeah,
we
might be going for 10K then. Who knows?
You never know.
Yeah.
Hey, why not? Awesome. Good stuff, guys.
Love it.
All
right. So what about anything? Got any ideas on Heisman or any other bold predictions for the year?
I don't have.
I was just looking at the Heisman odds.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the odds are on
Dylan
that.
Gabriel from Oregon, their quarterback, is the number one.
That's the guy
plus
that's
700.
On my radar.
Yeah. Georgia quarterback Carson Beck's number 2 at plus 750.
Yeah.
And then Texas Quinn Ewers plus 1,000. So so hard to say.
So Rayola.
It's all quarterbacks. I don't know is Will Howard a quarterback for Ohio State? Because again, I don't give a shit about Ohio State. I have no idea who he is.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Must be.
Don't care.
I don't know. Don't care.
I hope he doesn't.
Or running back, maybe. I don't know.
They're not even worth reading about.
Who cares? But so all the other ones are all quarterbacks. So it's Nico. Again, I can't say his last name. I'm really, really sorry. It looks like I am Olivia.
Yeah, the kid from.
I am not going to be able to pronounce this.
Not gonna work here.
He's what team? South.
Office Space reference.
Tennessee, yes.
Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
He showed out in the. Was it the Pop-Tart Bowl last year?
Well, he played really well last year.
He played great, and so
kind of struggled at times.
Yeah, but it's 4 SEC quarterbacks and 2 Big Ten players. Yeah, that's the Heisman.
Those are the super conferences.
Yeah, so
right.
Sense.
Yeah. It's SEC and the Big Ten.
And I'm shocked that we haven't talked about Alabama at all.
It's great. It's wonderful.
Are they the dark horse of the SEC? Like, what are they going to do with the new coach?
I just think people don't know yet, right?
Yeah.
That's why. So
I mean, they've got talent there.
Yeah, of course.
And
can they put
Caleb
everything
Moore
together?
obviously can put out a good team. I mean, he did it at Washington.
He did.
So.
Yeah.
But following
that
the
it's gonna-
footsteps
yeah,
of Nick Saban, I think is impossible.
Yeah.
It feels
big
It
shoes.
feels to me like he might have a couple good years, and then it's going to depend on how he does the
With recruiting. Yeah.
And it just feels like it might be one of those 90s Nebraska things where he does well for a few years, and then it just slowly trickles
fizzles off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then
Well,
But he's a good coach.
does he
I
regret
oh,
it?
yeah, of
In
course.
Washington, so he probably had it.
don't
made
think
the
so.
shade up
Money
there,
talks.
So. That's
I
true.
don't-
That's true.
I mean, he did pretty well with Washington.
In just a couple of years, I mean,
Yeah.
he turned it around pretty quickly. So, but we'll see. I was just realizing, I'm like, we haven't even mentioned.
No, it's
There
crazy.
it is.
And it's fucking amazing.
I love it.
Which I'm sure is what people said when Nebraska fell off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
We did.
no Alabama talk, no Texas talk. No, I mean, I think they've hosed themselves going to the SEC. Texas has personally.
Oh yeah,
So,
now Big 12 is
A&M
bumping
is,
back up, and it's like, what are you
A&M
doing?
is like the Notre Dame every year, like, oh, they're gonna be so good, and then they suck.
Fuck them.
And so
100%. That's how they
yeah, and it's just like they need to stop talking about it.
They have like
Yeah.
the first
Well, I think
four
they
games.
have because I haven't heard shit about
I
it.
haven't either.
First 4 games they do well, and then it's just
And then it's like
And everyone's like,
oh yeah,
crash.
yeah, no. But I mean,
Same old.
I don't know. I don't know enough about these people to really say, oh, this person's going to win. But I mean, Gabriel, he was a good quarterback at Oklahoma last year, so I don't see him not producing at Oregon. I mean, it's a favorable offense for him.
Yeah,
The setup's great. So
because he came from UCF,
yes, yeah.
which kind of ran a similar offense to what Oregon does.
Yep.
So
So I think he's going to thrive in that offense. So
it's going to feel like a glove
yeah,
for
Yep.
him.
yeah, won't have much to learn really. So just be kind of plug and play.
should be interesting.
My bold prediction,
Okay.
going along with the rule aid, is, and I don't know if they have a spread for this. They probably don't, but my bold prediction is that Dylan Raiola gets some votes in the Heisman race.
Really?
Woo!
I'm not saying a lot,
That's definitely a definition of bold.
but
Yeah.
I think he might get a couple votes there.
Okay. Hope so.
Okay.
That'd be
'Cause I
awesome.
think he's gonna sling it. They're gonna
Oh, yeah.
feature him.
All right.
Yep.
So that's my big bold prediction. I
I
don't
mean,
know
is
if
he
there's
decommitted from Georgia?
Georgia, Ohio State.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh yeah, he was all over.
Yeah.
they gotta use him. I mean, he's got
At least give him the opportunity to
Uh-huh.
be featured, right?
Right.
And
I like it.
He's got an arm. Like,
Yeah.
if he's got receivers that can catch the ball,
Right.
which it feels like
He does.
they do. So I could see like 1 or 2 votes in the Heisman,
Right.
especially if they can get to the win total
Right.
of what was it, 10, 9 that you were saying?
10.
10?
Yeah. Plus football.
I'm just saying.
And if they can get if they can
Just
get
get me in there. Just get us in. Just get us in.
if they can get to 10,
Yeah.
he's slinging the ball.
Yeah. If
There
their
might
two
be-
losses are Ohio State and maybe USC, who knows?
I think they beat USC.
Think so?
I don't know that USC is going to be real strong this year.
That means he's slinging the ball.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
USC is a playoff
some-
team. Maybe that's
I
my
don't-
bold prediction.
Yeah.
I don't see him
I don't know if
having
that's
that
bold.
run-heavy offense that they used to have.
They sucked last year, so yeah. I
So
agree.
he's
yeah.
gonna be
Caleb's done.
chucking it.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's
Sorry to go homer there.
No,
guys.
that's
sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. What about we talked about all these futures. Do we want to place any kind of dancing with the
zero.
odds? Well, not even week 0,
Oh.
but about on the. Do we want to do futures bets? I'm not strong either way. I don't really care.
$10 on something.
Yeah, just to see.
$5 on Nebraska national champions.
We'd be done. We'd.
That'd be good. That'd be awesome. Let's see what it pays.
What about
Let's do math.
5? What about?
We're already fucking ourselves. Not even what?
Yeah,
40 minutes
we're
ago.
39 minutes in or something. What are we at? Yeah, 43 minutes in, and we've already.
Oh, God.
What? No. What about conference champs? That could be a fun little
It's $1,500. $5
for conference.
for national.
Okay, what's the conference odds?
Oh, let me look those up here. Oh shit.
I was trying to be a little more realistic.
Yeah. I think conference will be really, really challenging too with Oregon and Ohio State, the world's in your
No, I agree.
So
I don't know. We don't have to put money on anything. It's kind of fun going week to week.
you gotta
But
put money on something here.
it could save us at the end of the season. We're out of money. Okay, we're just waiting for Ohio State to win the national championship or whatever we decide to do. You know.
Yeah.
How much is in the kitty? Do we have any money? Do we need to add money to the
I
kitty?
got 35.
We're at 35. So do we just start with that, and then if we zero out, we'll
10 20 for the first bet.
Yeah.
Go 20 to 40.
yeah. And then if we need to add more, we can. Which is that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before we talk week 0,
Well, I was going to say, what about Mountain West at minus 120? Or
we could
Boise
do the
State.
safe bet, the Boise State bet, just for.
Iowa's plus 5 or Nebraska's plus 5,000 to win the Big Ten.
Okay, but we probably all feel that that's not going to
Yeah,
happen.
it's not
Yeah.
gonna
So,
that
but we all feel that Boise State is a
bet. Yes.
far and away. Maybe we throw a few bucks at. But that minus 125, $5 is going to bring back what
Nothing.
So what? 75 cents on the dollar. So yeah.
or
$4. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I was close.
NC State plus 600, ACC.
Feel better about that.
Yeah.
Teams in front of them: Miami, Clemson, Florida State.
Or we just all get on the Colorado hate train and go for under 5.5 wins.
I like that.
I kind of like that too.
We all hate them. We get to root more against them every year.
I would put the money on that.
All right. I'm good with that or NC State, whichever you guys want to do. What is the under on the? But the better return on the NC State.
Yeah. Currently,
Colorado. Oh, I didn't put down the odds on the under for. I'm guessing it's probably around the same as Boise State. Usually the over-unders are nothing crazy.
So is NC State going to be our Florida State of this year?
Could be.
Yeah, maybe. Or is Florida State going to be the Florida State of this year?
Why can't it be both?
I mean,
because that's my.
Are you looking up the over-under?
So Nebraska for 10 plus wins, plus 410.
I love that we haven't even been talking about that. And by the way, guys, Nebraska 10 plus. That would be a fun one, actually, too. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're only going to throw $5 at a...
I'm going to be pissed off either way with Nebraska.
Yeah.
I would like to maybe give me a reason with NC State to...
Okay, so did you look up the... Okay, don't worry about it. Maybe NC State's the right one. It's plus 600, plus 500?
Plus 600.
Plus 600, $5 bet. At least we'll get something back there versus, minus 125 on an over-under.
The teams in front of them are Miami, Clemson, and Florida State.
Yeah, totally beatable. So,
I like it. Let's do the NC State future.
There.
Okay.
I like it. There we go. Lock that in. We'll get that done. And then let's
find like the win totals on FanDuel anyway for teams here. So
that's okay. We won't make the listeners listen to us look stuff up.
Yeah. Nebraska undefeated plus 550 or 5,500.
I'm like 550.
Wow. Who's drinking that Kool-Aid in Vegas?
What do they know, Matt? What do they know?
They're like, we think they're going to be at this total for wins, but to go undefeated.
Here we go. Colorado regular season wins over 5.5 minus 128. So
for over,
the under is plus 104.
Oh, it's plus 104. So you double, basically. See, I still like the NC.
Do we parlay the NC State?
Oh, now we're talking about some fun. I'm in.
Feels like Dancing with the Odds.
I'm in. Let's dance.
Let's see what that gives us here. Let's see what that gives us here.
I like it.
So we got plus 104 for Colorado, under 5.5, and then NC State plus 600.
Well, let us parlay.
A parlay. Somebody just likes. Oh, won't let us do it.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't let certain bets. That's okay.
FanDuel, you suck.
Okay. Or we just do each. Yeah. Just do 5 on each.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So the 5 for Colorado wins is 520.
Yeah. So 10 double, a little more.
And then the 5 for NC State wins is 30. So we'd win $35.
Yeah. Okay. I say we do those too.
Yeah.
You guys can end it. We'll still have $25 to use for week 0, which let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So a week from today, we have real college football being played.
Actual football going on.
Actual football, not this preseason bullshit that's going on right now. That's unwatchable.
Right.
But
exactly, because
I keep trying, and I'm like, no, I don't care.
Yeah.
Right?
Especially since they shortened it to 3 games.
Yeah. So now
nobody cares.
Nobody's playing. It's third stringers.
Just go through your training camps and then start.
Caleb Williams is tossing up bombs against guys that are going to be selling cars, and
he's not even the best rookie quarterback on the roster. Did you know?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves with the NFL here, because we've got a lot for the NFL.
We do.
Man.
Yeah. Well, that's next week, listeners. We're going to do futures for NFL. That's going to be a whole fun thing. But so next week, there's 4 games. You got Florida State versus Georgia Tech, Montana State, New Mexico, SMU, Nevada, and Delaware State, Hawaii. Just total barn burners.
I love that Florida State game.
I do too. I do. I like it. I have all the spreads up right here, but this was from earlier. Looks like the best I see for Florida State is 11.5. Or no, I see 10.5 actually.
Oh, where's that at?
But that is on MGM, I believe. So I think our money's in FanDuel right now.
We might have to open it.
But for 1 point. Oh yeah, we could.
I've got an MGM account.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
So,
well, this still has it at 11.5 on Vegas Insider.
Yeah, no, in 11.5, I think they can cover that. I think we talked about this
Any of
earlier.
them, I want it.
Yeah, I think they win by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
I mean,
easy.
against Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech's not good. Florida State, chip on shoulder coming into the
Yep.
season. And we already know they like to run up the score.
And they won us some money last
They
year.
won us some money.
let's
Yeah.
Florida
go.
State was our team, you know?
Yeah.
So
Like
I really like that.
11.5, lock it in.
Yeah, I'd go to 13.5 with that
Minus
one.
110. So
Okay.
for the 11.
Double our money?
You want to say?
Do we want to parlay it or
Let's
take a look?
wow, these other games are
They're just garbage. I don't feel great about it. Florida State's the only one I feel great about. You know, week 0, we don't have to parlay week 0. We could just try to make some money
right.
going into week 1.
Yeah.
Is an idea.
So
Can you parlay a win
Florida
plus a
State
spread?
winning? So Florida State winning plus
I don't
4
think
by
about it.
14 or more is plus 100.
Oh, so if we go 14 or more, that's right at 14. So we'd get the push if it was
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, 14 plus.
That would double our money, and that goes with our what we're trying to do this
So-
year, plus 100.
I like it.
Wager, yeah, we'd win 20, so we'd be at 40.
Do we ever talk ourselves out of anything?
No,
so,
never.
but
We've
in
never
all
done
honesty,
that.
this was the setup you said, plus 100. So
Yeah.
Sure,
That fits
I like
perfectly.
it. Let's do it.
Okay,
And
All right.
It feels safe.
right.
It does.
It-
It does. So
Yeah, 'cause all
next
the
week
spreads
when
on the
we're
other games are
crying
just-
because they lost.
Or they only
They
won
won
by
by
7.
13.
yeah. Why didn't you go for 2?
They kicked a field goal at the end and missed.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
So.
Georgia Tech gets a
But
garbage
the spreads
touchdown.
on all the
Yeah.
other games are just way too damn high. Like, I think Hawaii's favored by like 38.
38.5. Yeah. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
SMU 23.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's or 27.5 on some sports.
Who's
books.
SMU playing?
Nevada. I just don't.
No.
I just don't know enough about
I don't know enough about him. Yeah, and I feel like Florida State's the one to jump on.
Yeah.
So
Right.
okay, cool.
Florida
There's our
State.
best. That was easy.
We're starting just as we did last year. So,
Excellent,
We'll
guys. I
divide it,
love this.
and
This
then,
is great. We're doing it.
and then we get into week 1, actual
Everyone's
week
playing.
1, and everyone's playing. So, we got to at least have a 2-legger that week.
So we'll have one episode where it's just college football, and then after that,
It's
all hell breaks
I
loose.
think we've got 2 weeks of just
floodgates
college.
break.
Yeah,
And then pro starts the week after, the first week. of
that's what I mean.
September.
Yeah,
So,
after that week 1. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, this will be great.
It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I hope listeners that
We're
you're.
already $20 ahead of where we're starting, so it's great. I love it. It's wonderful.
We already won money.
That's already a W.
We've already won. We're already
If you're
winners.
not betting what we're telling you, you're losing. So
Yeah, right. But feel free
Just bet it now.
to let us know. Like if you don't like our bets, we want the feedback, right? If you're watching on YouTube, you could even put it in the comments. Put it in the
You
comments.
guys are dipshits.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
probably
You
not.
let us know we're dipshits. That's okay. We can deal it. We know. We're not dumb.
Yeah.
Well, we are dumb, but that's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
For your entertainment, if nothing else.
Purposes only.
That's right. So,
Disclaimer.
anything else we need to discuss, gentlemen?
I don't think so.
I think we've covered a lot.
We're
We're
gonna-
back.
We're going to legally
back.
cross the border into Iowa because our dumbass state won't,
Disclaimer.
There it is.
disclaimer,
Okay.
won't let us bet online like smart people would so they can make money. But,
It might happen.
so we're going to
We'll do it legally. We'll do it legally.
500,000 people do, and we're going to
Yeah.
cross over
Did
to
you
Iowa.
see on the news they were talking about? Well, because the legislation's trying to get pushed through.
Geolocator
They
specialists.
geolocated.
And there's one cornfield right off of the interstate that says like, yeah, there's 500,000 people from Nebraska that sit here. And
Guess where I go at my lunch break? I don't even leave my car. I just go there where they showed on the screen, place my bet, and I keep driving back into Nebraska.
I
So
remember we had a
Nebraska,
dance
get off
comp
your
last
fucking ass.
year at the CHI Center downtown and walking across
Oh, yeah.
the Bob Carey pedestrian bridge in the middle, standing over the middle of the Missouri River. I'm like, oh, I can bet. This is great. And then I walk back over.
It's ridiculous.
Just pass it.
Tom Osborne. I hate to say he needs to die because I don't want
No, he
anyone to
doesn't
die.
need to die, but
but
it's
they
just-
need to stop listening to he's not even he's just a figurehead. Like he's nothing.
He is, and it's
And
just like,
he's
if you're
stopping
trying
everything.
to create more revenue
Right.
generating
Right.
things besides taxing us more on everything else humanly possible. Then just like
Guess
this
what?
this is easy. Like there's nothing
Iowa's getting all the money. It's happening anyway.
right.
It's happening anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
So
it's just that the neighboring state's getting all the money.
Correct.
So,
So just let it happen.
except for if we're betting, then they're not making any money off us
Correct.
because we're getting it all. We're
Yeah,
beating the
so we'll
house.
win.
10K, baby. 10K. It's
we
going to
go.
happen.
Love it. So
Yeah. It's going to be a good year. I'm kind of stalling here because one of our co-hosts decided to go to the bathroom right as we're trying to wrap up. So apparently he couldn't hold it anymore.
That's fine.
But it'll be great. I don't think there's much else, so I'll go ahead and just say it. So make sure you're following us on all the socials. We're trying really hard to keep pushing content out. Make sure you're listening to our sister podcast there that Shaun hosts, Stateside Speed, if you're a Formula One fan.
Right.
We're getting a lot of really good engagement with that one.
It's been great. And thanks to everyone that, I'm sure they're not listening now, but
yeah.
That
you can thank anyways. You never know.
Yeah,
we get some crossover.
We just opened a Threads account, which has been marvelous.
But it's been very good. I'm even getting follows off of it. So it's very good stuff. We're gonna
fantastic podcast.
It's so good.
If you're not in on Formula One, like
it's still
newly
fun.
Converted. It's a great sport.
It got Aaron over.
I think we've converted like 3 or 4 people.
We have
already this year. So Aaron's one, Matt, and
so
Nick.
awesome.
Nick, who was already a car guy, so it was a natural conversion for him. So but anyways, make sure you're checking that out if you have any interest. But we're gonna keep trying this. YouTube's the big effort this year. We're going to be pushing video content, making little short videos, doing all kinds of stuff. And hey, if we get 1,000 of you to subscribe, we're going to make another video with us dancing. We just talked about it. So please make sure you're doing that and following all the socials.
It's
going to be horrible, and it'll probably
So can we put odds on the injury potential?
Oh,
like
high.
Well,
what are the odds?
Minus 500.
We're gonna have to need 30 minutes to stretch.
What are the odds of an ACL tear? Like,
man,
to let you guys know, I mean, you see us like here, but I'm 6 foot and I'm like 280 pounds. So put that math together. I tried to turn 38 tomorrow.
Happy birthday!
Oh, happy birthday tomorrow. In case I don't see you. That's great.
I'm sure.
I tried doing
It'll post on your birthday.
Yeah, I tried doing high kicks at the lake, and it didn't go well.
Did somebody report it?
I think so.
Why?
We gotta find that footage.
Because I had way too much to drink.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
And also, we'll do a dance, and we'll also get that video footage.
Do some high kicks.
We'll get it.
Pretty sure my niece has it on.
It's gonna be great.
Oh my gosh. High kicks and us dancing. That's what you get if you subscribe to us.
That's right.
Let's go.
So check us out. Hit that subscribe button. We're good to go.
It's been marvelous.
All right. Well, thanks everyone. Thanks for listening and watching. Hopefully, we'll be back next week with some NFL futures. Thanks everyone.
Guys.
Thank you.